Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for 2nd and long. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Big strike here to Moore. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
First down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go.
We'll send a receiver left.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know, man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down.
Bravo 80. Let's go.
Setting up to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. Stopped by Chuck Robinson.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
18 Cardinal.
Air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
6 yards. And it's 4th down.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. And he can't dig him out from deep on their own side. He stopped inside the 10. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Things just continue to favor him and his teammates so far this postseason. Kate, so much momentum coming off that wild card win and now being able to play once again at home. Things we know, they only get tougher from here, and the start of this game will be an awfully big one at home.
And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Opening. Yes, hit. Ball is out. But the Dolphins managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Give him 5 on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it up to the 27.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Ready. All right, fellas, listen up.
Here's Tagovailoa. Escapes out to the left. He takes it himself. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Second down carry for Achane. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
What a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just yards shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Taken in by Williams outright. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give left side to Warren. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap. This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. First and 10 from the 32.
44, ready. 32 stand.
Tua setting up to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Tagovailoa on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. And the Steelers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
It's second down.
Pass play coming here. That's completed right side. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. It's a pickup of 26. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down, Pittsburgh.
From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Third down from the gun. He brings it in. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's fourth down. They send out Eddie Pinheiro for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Pinheiro's kick is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
His return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Miami offense headed out there now. Things have gone from bad to worse in their 2 drives. Hopefully the third time's the charm for them. They find some success. Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down by Sidney Brown. 4 yards on the pickup.
So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They start with 2nd and 6. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Wilson with it on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the backup. First throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Working now from the gun. This is Metcalf working that right side. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Dropping back to throw. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Cougar 19.
Third and long for him here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12. Wilson to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. So they're left facing third and long.
Here we go. Viking 18.
To the air on third and long. Chased out to his right. That's the line he's going to run for it. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and he forced a fourth down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Bronco switch.
They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Caught by Warren out of the backfield. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Extra DB out there for the Finns. 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Finds the end line. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And it looks like the Dolphins have it. Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Called in left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches, will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Kate, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Jason Sanders can kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Jeez, with each incompletion, really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
Smash!
I'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Wilson out of the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Third and 10 coming up, Brock. We've arrived at our 2-minute warning. It's the Dolphins with the lead here at Hard Rock. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll throw. 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. He's making a bid for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know, if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Flush down out, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, and you got to take advantage of that opportunity, defense just did.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Throwing on third, Wilson. And if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll come out throwing. Into traffic, complete. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
36-yard line.
Throwing it on second down. Jump off Popeye's back. It's a small gain up to the 38. Willie Gay there on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
another 3 and out.
Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Wilson on 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. He's keeping it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Wilson now from the gun. Headed out right. Oh, he's going for it again. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. He rolls to his right. Took off with it again. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. We've set it down from 37.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10.
First down throw from Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. To throw, here's Wilson. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins will add to their lead at the end of the half. Managed that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Call comes in from Mike McDaniel. They want two here.
The Dolphins are lining up.
Wilson throwing for it. And he's got it, so they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for two.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drawing up the design keeper. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done.
Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here, as fighting our AFC Championship on the line. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Second half begins with a run by Achane. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Hits him on the out route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43. It's Achane on the inside give. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st down, and they go right back to it. They're cobbled together a yard there. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
Wilson now. Short pass brought in. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. And they'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Achane up the middle. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Here's Wilson to the air. That's caught. Devon Achane. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. This from 40 on the right hash. Sanders sends it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, and he eats a hit to bring it into that, right near the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. Look at a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Working now from the gun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Juju Brents with a pick. And the Dolphins get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
The Dolphins
Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Headed right through the middle of the field. And Wilson's going to slide down as he finds enough for the first.
A gain of 10 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. Hopkins and holding up. They're able to drop him. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Now they'll hand it off to Achane. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Set. Rock going.
Achane again. Good running. He rips off about 7. They're still short. 4th down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Sanders sends it through, and that extends the lead to 20.
Well, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll start the drive with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
60 Eagles.
Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing on seconds. Connects on the crosser. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Dolphins bring out a 5th defensive back on 3rd.
Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is caught. Bolton has it. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Trying an inside give to Warren. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 after 46-yard line.
They're throwing it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Juju breaks for the pick. And the Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Intercepted.
Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last two drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
Into the hands of Dulcin. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Only one quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Dolphins have it and just have to close this out to continue on in the playoffs. All set now. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 72.
Here's a handoff for A-Chain. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Let's stick with A-Chain. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Playing with A-Chain here out of the gun. And he is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets up 4th and less than a yard now. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Sanders sends it through, and they push their lead to 23.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
To kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Warren here from the gun. They gain 11 on that play, and the Steelers have a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll go again with Warren, and he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready! Fix the eagle! Fix the eagle!
They're going to try and throw it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd down from the gun. It's caught right side by Fryermuth. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing it again here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Here we go, here we go!
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They run, it's HN. He surges ahead for 5, make it 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down carry for HN. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to.
Ready!
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. This finds its target. That's Hill. Down the left sideline he goes. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again.
Dolphins 33, Steelers 3. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out.
Ready.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll go play action. And he put everything he's got behind it. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
From the gun on 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 boxes. 60.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hold it ready.
Offense to the line. 2nd down.
Come on. Come on.
Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Back to throw on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Warren running between the tackles. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Taken in by Hill, right side. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go. Go.
Wilson now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down. Here's Wilson to the air. Escapes the pocket. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. Actually going to give him the 30 here. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins coasting to the finish line. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back-to-back carries here. And fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down.
Number 34 on the carry. Brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So now they're going to throw with Wilson. That one's complete over the middle. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Sanders sends it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm going to go there, Kate. We got to start discussing his stamina with all these attempts. This is weeks of work in one game, and he just keeps getting the job done. Now just one make away from tying the NFL record.
He'll begin his return from the 11. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Looking to throw here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They haven't found it easy to score.
It's just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's been one of the players of this game. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And even with 3 timeouts left on the other sideline, they have this one wrapped up. We'll see if they even use those timeouts. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
They're going to pass it here. Oh, try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Left side, pump on Metcalf. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Back to throw now. It's a screen play to Warren. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And their run through the playoffs has reached the penultimate stop on the tracks. The conference championship game next week. And they're going to need the same type of effort from this game, Brock, to carry forward to reach the end of the line and earn that Super Bowl appearance. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.